comedian and actor Rob Brydon has a new role. He's joining forces with Princess Anne and broadcaster Claire Balding to help save a community horse riding stables.
Now, Park Lane Stables in southwest London offer pay-if-you-can riding lessons to children and vulnerable people, and they need to raise £1 million in 2 weeks.
Wow.
To save the site from being sold. We're going to have a chat to Rob about this in a moment. But first, here's Lorna Shaddick.
There he is. There he is.
18-year-old Dominic loves horses, especially the ones at his local stables. They have a special carriage for wheelchairs, giving him a freedom he can't get anywhere else.
Dominic has nothing. He can't access anything outside of school, college. He's too disabled for other disabled sports. And really his world's very small, but Park Lane just opens that up massively because he is part of the family here. He comes here, everybody knows him.
But that family's in danger. Park Lane's owners need to sell the valuable London plot. Only buying the land themselves could save one of London's oldest stables and one of the few remaining in an accessible city location.
It would mean that we could stay here forever and we could continue to serve the people that need us the most. If we were forced out to the countryside, then the people that need us the most wouldn't be able to get to us.
The 23 horses stables here, between them, offered around 3,000 riding sessions for disabled people in the year before the pandemic hit. And so even though it's only a little stables, this would leave a big hole in the heart of a community.
The stables owners say they know how important its work is to the community and they're looking at the options available, but the property will likely need to be sold. Natalie's hoping that with enough funds, her registered charity can be the buyer, so the Park Lane family can stay together.
Well, they've got someone great to speak on their behalf, and that is Rob Brydon, who joins us now. Good to see you this morning. Rob, I'm sure we'll talk more about why this is so worthwhile, but how did you get involved? I've never seen you as particularly horsey, part of that set. Did you saddle up yourself? Are you a rider?
The closer, I have a very long face. I mean, I pass for a horse. No, it's a local thing. I live in the area, and I don't know how much it came across in that video, but the enchanting thing about the stables is it's in a suburban setting, very close to Bushy Park. But when you first stumble upon it, you're just walking through residential streets, and suddenly there's the stable, and it's such a force for good in the area. That's the basic thing, you know. It seems that it being there is a good thing. It's a positive thing, and if it were to go, you know, so many people would miss out on so many good things. So we pass it, you know, during lockdown we've been on 1 million walks, and often to Bushy Park, and we would pass these stables, and there's always one horse. They kind of rotate them. There's one who will look out onto the pavement, and you can stand there and just stroke the horse, which is about the extent of my involvement.
That's as close as you get.
I mean,
some of the people that have joined forces with you, we know, are a lot more horsey. Claire Balding and, of course, Princess Anne as well. But it's no mean sort of small challenge, this, is it? They've got to try and raise £1 million by the end of February. And there is a real issue during lockdown, of course, for charities up and down the country and how little they've been able to get access to the support that they've needed to keep those charities going.
Look, the lockdown is bringing all sorts of challenges to all sorts of people. You know, personally, we're just fine. But this is something where I just thought, well, maybe if I get involved, I can let a few more people know about it. And then if they know about it, they might want to help. It's a big ask. There's a lot of people asking for stuff at the moment. But this is it's just such a lovely thing, you know? And wouldn't it just be such a shame if it were to go?
You're absolutely right. And we're all looking in a time when we feel quite helpless sometimes to help, for ways to help, aren't we? And we're looking for moments of joy.